all you happy people, 'tis the Reverend. Who would have thunk it? Yeah, I know it's been a while. I've been a little under the weather. If you look on the calendar behind me, you can see I had colonoscopy prep last week. You should ask me how that was. Anyway, I just got out of The Mandalorian and Grogu, and what did I think of The Mandalorian and Grogu? I have a very long history of Star Wars. I remember sitting in the bed of my grandmother's El Camino in 1977 at a drive-in movie theater in a lawn chair watching Star Wars for the very first time. So I have a very, very, very personal love for Star Wars. What did I think of The Mandalorian and Grogu? Well, that depends on what you think about Star Wars. Is Star Wars those 3 original movies with nothing else outside of it before or after? You hate the prequels, you hate the sequels. I mean, I'm not going to bash on any sequel haters, but you think that if it doesn't happen in those original 3 movies, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, that it's not Star Wars. You don't watch any of the animated stuff, and you haven't over the years. You don't watch any of the Disney series. You're going to hate this movie. If you're someone who accepted the prequels when they came out, and you adopted that lore into the already existing lore, and then you kind of sort of took some of the sequel stuff and, threw it in there because it just is what it is. But you watch Rebels, you watch Clone Wars, you watch Ahsoka. No one watched The Acolyte. But if you're one of those people who have accepted these other characters, these other storylines into Star Wars lore, then there's going to be something here for you to like. So if you're one of those people who've never seen any of the animated stuff, I would say watch Rebels. It'll change your life. If it doesn't, then there's no hope for you. Stop watching Star Wars movies. Every generation has that point where you just have to let go, because everything, all IPs, just like people, just like cities, just like anything in this whole universe, it evolves over time. And if you can't accept the fact that things evolve and they can't stay the way that Meemaw and Peepaw wanted them to be, if you're one of those people, you're absolutely going to hate this movie. So if you're one of those people who have been able to accept over the years that other things happened in the Star Wars universe other than those 3 original movies, then you may find something to like about this. This was not a good Star Wars movie by original trilogy standards. This is a good Star Wars movie by Marvel standards, because that's what Star Wars is now. It's become an entire universe, and it even has alternate universes now. If you can accept all of this into Star Wars lore, if you can accept that and know that it all existed within the same universe, within the same timeline, like, not everything in the universe was a Skywalker. That was just a little tiny pocket of the universe. That was a family squabble and a little tiny trailer park in the middle of the universe. As a matter of fact, there wasn't a lightsaber in the whole thing. This is officially now, thanks to that 2-second clip at the end of Solo, this is now officially the first Star Wars movie without a lightsaber. The fact that the Jedi even existed wasn't even acknowledged. This was a government movie. This was a rebuilding after war movie, and it didn't have anything to do with people's hokey religions. The Mandalorian is a government contractor and a father. That's what he is in this movie. And the relationship between the 2 characters, it works so well. This was a father and son movie. Also, in another way, other than Din Djarin and Grogu, this was also about another father and son. But I'm not going to ruin that for anyone, because I want you to see it for yourself. And you have to be able to see things in the Star Wars universe from different points of view. And that's something that I learned to do at a very young age from Obi-Wan Kenobi, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. As long as you're one of those people who can accept the fact that there were things that happened in the Star Wars universe outside of the Skywalker mobile home park, then you may like this movie. All right, the story itself I thought was a little weak, but also this film is an experiment. It's an experiment in a theatrical setting to see if they can do what they've been doing on television, because you're going to make a lot more money in a movie theater. Trust me, I'm sure they've been missing that movie money since Rise of Skywalker. There you go. That's the best way to describe this film. Was it better than the last theatrical Star Wars film? Was this film better than Rise of Skywalker? Absolutely, 100%. It was just really nice to go into a theater and see a Star Wars movie. I had no faith in this film whatsoever, so it was automatically better than my expectations. I knew going into this film that it was just going to be a fun little romp. Didn't have anything to do with family drama, or the Force, or Jedi, or anything like that. I mean, it was basically a 90-minute episode of The Mandalorian. So was The Mandalorian and Grogu a good movie? I enjoyed it. Was it the best movie I've seen since the beginning of the year? I had no idea that any of this was going to be taking place. I just had it on in the background. I mean, where do you go from here? Where do you go from here? We're rolling up on the 50th anniversary of the release of the original Star Wars film, and you can't keep telling the same story over and over again. If you want the franchise to continue, you have to go in new directions. It's science fiction, and that's the cool thing about it. Was this a good science fiction movie? Absolutely. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, Star Wars was the bar. Star Wars was the film that everyone else wanted their film to be. That is no longer the way Hollywood works. It's become the Marvel Universe. If you can accept that, you will enjoy this. But if you're going to hold true to that original trilogy, you're going to hate every second. Also, you're not going to know what's going on. Why are you there? Why are you wasting your money on this? Just go put it as a down payment on that coffin and just lay in it, because it's not going to get any better between here and the cemetery. So I've said it before and I'll say it again. There's no such thing as a bad Star Wars movie. It's just that some are better than others. So on a scale of 3 to 5, because I won't spend time reviewing a movie that I think is lower than 3 stars, nor do I want to bash another artist's work. It's not what I do. I would rank this movie a 3.5 out of 5. Is it a good summer popcorn film? Absolutely. And you don't even have to do any thinking. You already know the characters, you already know the universe, you already know the rules. It's cute, it's heartfelt, but also maybe one of the more violent of all the Star Wars movies I've ever seen. The action sequences were wonderful. If this was not a movie set in the Star Wars universe, all the people who are gonna hate this film would be fondling themselves in the theater seats. So that's it. Is it Empire Strikes Back? Absolutely not. Is it Rogue One? Absolutely not. Is it Rise of Skywalker? Absolutely not. But it's somewhere in the middle there. Take it or leave it.